Hey folks, it's Nick down here at Mountain Man Armory. So today I want to go over some frequently asked questions or misconceptions involving pistol red dots, as well as why people might like them. So we're going to be using my Beretta M9A3 here with the Holosun 507C to demonstrate this concept, if you will. The gun is clear. Always make sure your gun's unloaded before you start messing around with them, things like that. So pistol red dots, micro red dot sights are gaining in popularity. If you've been in the shop and talked with the owner and I, it's very clear that we like them, we swear by them. They're not a necessity, if you will. I'm not telling you that if you don't have one, you absolutely need to get one. But I will posit the opinion here that these absolutely are worth it. Now, I didn't start out with that mindset. I was very much a skeptic for a long time, and have come to really appreciate what they offer. So when you are typically shooting iron sights with a pistol, you have your rear sight and you have your front sight, and you line those up, and we're taught to have a hard front sight focus, right? You focus, get the front sight clear, rear sight's blurry, target's blurry, front sight's clear. Your eyes are going back and forth from these three different planes: the target, the front sight, the rear sight, and they're making all these calculations very quickly. As we get older, or maybe even for younger folks with vision problems and whatnot, that gets a little bit harder to do. And if you've been shooting for a while, no doubt that you've probably come to see that as time has progressed, those things get a little bit harder to do. So one of the things you'll hear from older folks that go to the red dot is, my eyes weren't what they used to be, and this made it easier. So what this allows you to do is just focus on the target. You're not focusing on the dot. It's not like a rifle scope or anything like that. You're focusing on your target, you're bringing your gun up, and then whatever that red dot appears on, you just wait for that to kind of be like an overlay. I'm still focused on the target. I just wait till I see the dot, and then I shoot. So it's very much easier to use this while still maintaining focus on whatever you're shooting at, which is kind of how humans have been fighting or doing things for a long time, right? Even back in the days of swords and spears and bows and arrows, you weren't focused on your sights, you were focused on whatever you were engaging or fighting. Now, one of the things that people will bring up a lot is, well, you know, if the red dot fails, what then? Well, if you'll notice here on this Beretta, again, it is clear. I have my rear sight here, and it's built into the optics mounting plate on this particular gun, but you can still have suppressor height sights. We have some guns here. If you want to come in, I can show you on that. And then my front sight here is a taller sight. So I can actually still get a iron sight picture through the body of this optic if something were to happen to it. The battery died, it just quit for whatever reason. As long as this isn't crushed down, even if the glass is completely knocked out, I can still get an iron sight picture, and I'm back to where I was before. And I think that's a smart way to do things, especially if the gun is going to be for any kind of duty use or even carry, something where you might have to bet your life on it, pull it out, and the red dot's not there. You still have a means to aim the gun. But fortunately, red dots, especially these micro red dots, are built very, very well, especially some brands like Holosun or Trijicon or even the Delta Point Pros from Leupold. They're built very tough. They're built with duty in mind. So, and they kind of have to be, because as this gun fires and that slide is going back and forth, that's a lot of force and wear put on the optic. So I've got 3 or 4 guns now with these red dots on there, and I've had no issues with them. I changed the battery, and battery life's another one that comes up. I change the battery on my birthday each year. So my birthday's coming up. I'm about to do that. I'll go ahead and replace the batteries. These optics aren't dead, and I leave them on all the time. The ones that I use are the Holosun 507Cs. We have some in stock. I swear by them. I leave them on all the time. They have the shake awake or motion activated technology, so when I set the gun down, after 5 to 10 minutes, somewhere in there, the red dot will turn off. But I've never been able to get the gun up off the table and in my hand before the red dot's back on. I never even notice it. So I leave them on all the time. If I grab them, it's there, and it's good to go. The other neat thing that these Holosuns have that some of the competitors don't is, you'll notice on top we have a solar panel that is a solar failsafe. It can pick up ambient light or solar light from outside and still power the optic even if your battery did die. So there is that. These are very, very versatile optics. I'm a pretty big believer in them. If you're on the fence about it, you know, come down to the shop. We'll let you look at some and then figure out if that's what's going to work for you. Like I said, it's not a must. I'm not saying that you can't shoot if you don't have one. But I do think they offer a lot of advantages. They allow you to focus on whatever you're shooting at instead of your means of aiming the gun. They're a little bit faster. There's just, the list goes on and on. But we do have them here at the shop. I think they're worth a look. We have some optics ready pistols and things like that. So if it's something you're interested in, we can help you get squared away. This is stuff we use, and I mean, you can see from this particular gun has about 10,000 rounds through it. About 5,000 of those rounds were with this red dot on there. We shoot, so I absolutely have firsthand experience with stuff like this. So come on down, let us take care of you and answer your questions. All right, guys, stay safe, train hard. I'll see you later.